Okay, I think I got this figured out now. I couldn't figure out how to get it lighter, and so yeah, it was all like messed up. But anyway, that's as light as I can get it, I think. Okay, so I decided I'm going to start going live with some of these messages. And then this is like a live preview though, because a lot of the things I'll talk about, I'll be able to show the video clips or the pictures of the stuff that I see and in like an edited video. But basically, I see messages, signs, symbols, and meaning in everything, and I see the future and I see the past. I mean, like it's kind of like all there. Um, and so I just want to go over some of the stuff that I see. So, and this is what I got today. Oops, I just realized my microphone's not plugged in. I'm sure you can hear me, but hold on. Better, I hope. I don't know. Okay. So, let me go to where did it start? Okay, so the first thing that I saw today, or one of the first things that I saw, was I got a notification on my phone from Lemonade, actually. And what it was a girl holding out her hand, and she had a ring on it, and it said, "I'm engaged." And then there was a heart below it, and then a hand with peace sign, and an eagle. And I'm just telling you that sign because I'm going to go back to it. But then one of the signs I saw last night was red tourmaline. And so I looked up what the meaning of that red tourmaline was, and it talks about a perfected heart, one that is strong and vital, full of vitality. So it's full of passion. It's like a passionate love. It's open. It represents a heart chakra, and it's like the earth connection to the heart, but it begins in human relationship, but then opens up to like the heavens. It's like or to the universe. It's like a bit on a bigger scale. It symbolizes the increased flow of like prana, and life force energies. And it heals the emotional body. So seeing this symbol then is telling me that that is what is coming in, or what's happening right now for some people. It talks about a revitalization in passion and joy and sexuality. It aids in, let's see, it also aids in making dedicated commitments based on love. Now, you can think of commitments as in relationships, but it's not just about that. So when it's talking about dedicated commitments, this is like commitments made out of like a passion, like a love for it. So, and one of the things I was seeing here is that there is a lot of action. So like action done out of love or passion. And so the first symbol underneath the girl with the hand with the engagement is the heart. And so it's showing that passion, that passionate heart being open, being full of life and pumping. And another thing about tourmaline is that it becomes electrically charged when it's heated up or when it's rubbed. And this can go in a lot of different ways. So if you think of a person, this can be heated up through anger or through passion. And you know how you can be like rubbed the wrong way, or you can be rubbed the right way. But this rubbing, right? What this rubbing does is it like starts a fire, or it causes it to have this electrical charge. And so this is what's happening in you as a person. And with this electrical charge, what it does is it pulls dust or ash to it and bits of paper. And so they use it to clean out ash from pipes, and call it the ash puller. So if you think about this, this would be like that which is like dead and has been burnt to ash. Like there's this symbolism of that. And if you think of like the phoenix that rises from the ash, this would be like that fiery passion rising up from that ash. So one of the things that tourmaline does is it is supposed to deter people from fighting, or picking fights. So it helps you in being able to like disperse the information that you have, or like have or discuss it with expertise in an elegant way, with diplomacy, and with a quiet authority, while others may be unreasonable around you. It causes you to be calm. Now, the reason why it does that is because when someone says something, if you get defensive or feel offended, it's because part of you believes what they're saying, or believes that they have authority or a power over you. And so what this is symbolizing then is that defensiveness, or you believing that they have some kind of power or authority over you, is being burned away. That's no longer true. They're no longer hold anything above you or over you or higher than you. And so when you say what you have to say, you're saying it with like this calm confidence in what you're saying. Like you're not going to argue with stupid, or argue against like stupid points even. It's like being able to just stand up for a commitment. There's some kind of commitment, cause, commitment, something that you're doing, some kind of action that you're taking. It gives you the ability to understand love on a very deep level. It takes away all feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. So you're confident in yourself. Also, it's a very like attractive power. It gives you this attractive power. There's something about you being like calm and confident and not like offended or like jumping up. There's something about you not being like reactive or something that is very attractive. I just thought of something, but interesting. Okay, yeah, you're at peace with yourself. So you're going to see what to be committed to for sure, like with clarity. People, causes, and then the actions that you're taking are from those things that you're committed to. You're no longer going to feel like there's someone in the judgment seat over your actions. You can speak. Let's see. Yeah, I did say that. Okay. You can speak like with this calm confidence. Okay. The next thing that I saw is it said, good morning, anomaly. And it said, I will never leave him. Now, good morning, that symbolizes the sunrise, the dawn, and anomaly, which I thought was, is the name of this channel. And An anomaly is something that is out of place. It births or comes from something out of place. So like in my channel, the photo that I have up as my banner is like this darkness, right? And right in the middle is this flower that has a light that's born out of this darkness. And so it's like the dawn. And I'm going to come back to that symbol and tell you what I'm getting from that. So the next thing I saw, which again, when I make the edited version, I'll have pictures of these things, was, I put it on this video. It's scientists discovered a metallic strawberry squid. And that's what that picture is that I have up. And it was captured during the find of the last trawl of the deep sea cruise. Now, this is significant because I made a video. It was episode 13. And on episode 13, towards the end of it, I ended up jumping into a tidal wave. So the water was rising and I walked out on the deck and there was this huge tidal wave and I jumped into it. So what this is connecting me to then is by jumping into that wave, I'm in the ocean and I'm swimming through. And so I'm in this deep seas and I'm going to see this squid. Okay. So this squid has a berry-like colored body, adorned with numerous jewel-like photophores, is what they're called, and it has luminescent organs. Now, one thing you may not know about the human body, but the human body emits photons of light. And as your body, if it's diseased or sick or starts dying, those photons of light, they slow down or they start diminishing. So what this is saying then is that now you could see this in people as far as you'll look at them and you'll be like, oh, you're glowing, like that. You could see them almost like have this glow to them, but it's something that we don't visually normally recognize, is this photon emission from people. But what this is telling me is that there is life being pumped into, like, through your organs. So if you had any kind of health issues with your organs, then your life is being brought back to those organs and like healing those organs. Also, it makes it so that because those organs are like luminescent, it's like you can see into the octopus's or the squid's body. And so it's very transparent. It's vulnerable. So this is like exposure, exposing who they are, exposing what's on the inside. It also represents exposing deep emotions and passions. And also, the ocean, the deep sea, the deep ocean, this kind of find represents the rich biodiversity of the sea. So this is like bringing out the concept of like there's like a richness and a depth to people that people are like hiding within them. And what I'm getting from this is that maybe it's Pluto and Aquarius. It's going to like it's like stirring up the sea or like bringing a light to the depths of the sea. Okay. And it's like showing all of this beautiful differences. But again, this is indicating like there's a lot of like red, passion, emotion, love, like desire even. And there's mysteriousness to it. Also, another thing that the C represents is discoveries, or like discover like things being invented, creations, like artistic creations being made, and like discoveries, because everything that's in the darkness, basically, so it's not seen right now, comes into the light. That's rare and unusual, and beautiful. Okay, so the next thing that I saw was I had this YouTube trailer. It popped up on my phone, and that YouTube trailer. Oops, I need to go one more page over. So that YouTube trailer, it was called Left at Wall. Hold on, I need a drink. Come on. Okay. So it was called Left at Wall, and it's like a movie about the time when GameStop, when all those people bought stocks in GameStop. So it was between the stock market and the video game store. So the beginning of the trailer, this guy comes out and he says to this other guy, and he goes, "I got a proposal." So there's the proposal. So there's a proposal and an engagement. And it can be like a literal proposal, like, two people getting married or something like that. Or it can be like a proposal for some kind of business thing, or like just there's some kind of proposal to do something, okay? And what I'm seeing is that the person that's making the proposal, they say, no girlfriend, no work, no agent, rock bottom. So I got an idea. So this is someone who's maybe hit rock bottom in some way. And so what they do is they make this proposal. And it starts, how I'm seeing this go is it like starts kind of going like soaring, like it's starting to ascend. It's going well, right? Well, then Robin Hood, this authority in the stock market, comes in, and because they got to like 500, they're doing really well. So they come in and they're like, "Oh, I don't think so." And they stop selling it. They're trying to stop them. Okay. So what I'm seeing is like these people with these unique ideas, or unique things, proposals, unique people, unique relationships, right? They're trying to be stopped. So I could even see this where, how there's like marriages in the United States where they try and stop certain people from like getting married or whatever. It's like there can be legal things where people are trying to stop people from being together, or it could even be like people who want to be in like polyamorous relationships, wanting to be able to get married and trying to fight the system for that. So like there's unique relationships being fought for. And so what I'm seeing is like there's this pushback, and it's like this kind of like back and forth. And the reason why I'm seeing this is because you need that red desire, that passion, that open heart, that confidence in it, to be able to have this, to be able to openly like have this. You have to openly be yourself, be open, right? You have to have the confidence, like you're not going to get triggered if someone comes up and argues against you or calls you names because of whatever it is that you're doing or who you are, to not like do the bicker fighting, do the bicker fighting thing, right? Okay. Yeah, because I'm seeing like this like lawsuit, and then it kind of like mellows out. So it's like the the push. There's gonna be like this push pull kind of like with it. So yeah, it's like even you could even actually I could think of an example of this. Like say that you were connecting with someone, but it was like an unusual relationship. It could be like, oh, like awesome, amazing connection, and then this people come in and fucking block it. And then it's like it kind of goes away, and then it kind of comes back, and then people try and block it again. Like there's just something about that, but it's anything unique. Any kind of relationship between anything that is unique, and there's something about, and like red. So red, I see red. Could even there could even be a lot of sexuality to it. Sexuality, yeah. Okay. So then I already did the strawberry squid. Okay. Okay, so then the next thing that came out, but you're going to be successful. I got to tell you that though. It will be successful. I do see that. The next thing that comes out that I saw was a trailer for a video. It's called Midnight Mass. And it starts out, the prodigal son returns home. So that got my attention right away because I was staying in South Carolina with a friend. And while we were there, some of the parts of my video, episode 13, started to come true. So one of the things that happened is her husband said to me, "It tastes like you're eating the ocean." And he was talking about sushi. Well, in my video, if you watched it, you might remember a clip where this woman said, "We're eating the ocean." And I was like, oh my God. And this guy was always cooking for him. Well, her husband was always cooking for us. Okay. And then I thought about it and I was like, wow, there was a maternal figure in my video. And I was like, that kind of reminds me of my friend. I was like, oh, that's weird. I'm like, well, the guy in the video was like the maternal figure's like son or something. It was like someone that she was a maternal figure to. So, and I was like, that's weird because she does have two kids not living there. But anyway, so then one day he showed up from like the other side of the United States. So I was like, whoa, this is blowing my fucking mind because that happened in my video. That happened in my video. I'm like, what the fuck? Because the next thing that happened was that we were sleeping and this tidal wave started coming. The waters were rising. Ooh. Okay. Okay. It's clicking in me. Okay. So the waters started rising. Interesting. I'm trying to understand this. So the waters started rising. So, yeah. Okay. So, and while I was there, I talked to him a lot. Okay. Before I got there, at one point while he was there, I started feeling like something was going to happen. Now, one of the things that happened in my video was this tidal wave came towards where I was living, and I had to jump into this tidal wave and swim through it. And so when he showed up, I was like, holy fuck, what's the tidal wave? What is the tidal wave that I'm going to have to swim through? Okay. And Interesting. Okay. So I'm getting more as I'm like doing this a second time. I did this on TikTok already. Oh, how fucking interesting. Okay. So one of the conversations that I had with him is that, oh, I don't even want to go there yet. Hold on. Yeah, I do. Okay. So one of the conversations that I had with this guy, her son, was I was telling him that like when I see all of these like things, I'm like, I see these things. One of the first things that I saw was the little brother come out with God, what's the name of that? Axolotl, an axolotl stuffed animal, and I was like, oh my God, that's a sign. Axolotls, they do something. They regenerate. They regenerate their body. There's that vitality. Oh my God, there's that immortality, right? Ooh, that's why I saw the death of a unicorn video with him. See, they're trying to steal the unicorn's vitality and life. Okay, so let me continue. So anyway, so I was trying to teach him how to do this, or like show him how I do this, basically, because was trying to show him how, because I wanted him to be able to use it. And so I said, all you got to do is like you see something, you're like, oh, that means something. Why? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? And this priest in this video, this trailer that I have, this midnight mass trailer, he stands up and he goes, why? And he's talking about asking questions about reality or the universe, or asking why. What does that mean? He's just curious about everything. Instead of judging it like this is that and this is that and this is that, he says why. And he tries to understand it. And so I showed him that if you do that, it'll happen. Shit will happen. So I got this little clip across my screen, and it said, hitting the road this holiday season. Remember to check the weather, right? And I sent it to him. I'm like, see this? It says I'm traveling over the holidays. I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to travel. I have no car. I have no money. I don't have any plans on going anywhere. Right? And I left it at that. I sent my mom a message, and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of worried about booking my flight in January, because I'm getting all these signs that I'm going to be traveling in a few days, and I don't understand. Okay. So I'll tell you that on Christmas Eve morning, they told me to pack my shit and get out. So I packed my shit and started walking down the street in South Carolina. But before that, a few days before that, during the night, the waters started rising. Okay, so this has to be something connected to, like, some kind of passion or love, because like I talked to him for a long time, and I mean I talked to him till like 5 a.m. or something, but just that talking and like connecting that way, like I started having like all these feelings for him, and it was like all in my body. Like I could feel it, like my heart was pumping. It felt like my chest was like on fire and shit. And I was just like, oh my God, I felt like I can't breathe. And then I was I was scared because I was scared because one of my biggest fears was telling people I felt like that, because I start feeling like when I make connections, I start feeling all this like deep, there's so much depth, and I start feeling all this love for people, and it's pretty quick, because like I don't always connect with people on that deep levels, because they get fucking scared of me. They get scared that I feel that way and that I'm expressing it, and I get called crazy, and 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 then the other fear that I had was that the people that find out about it always hate on me for it. Like they get so mad all the time for different reasons, actually. Different reasons as to why they get mad. And so I had all this going on inside of me. And he left, like he went home. And the next day, though, I was like, well, I'm going to have to tell her that, like, how I'm feeling. And so I did. And that's why I got kicked out the next morning. And so there's that. Okay. So then what I said, like it happened. Okay. Damn it, the light's being all funked. Okay. So the next thing that I saw in this video was there was a bunch of candles, like in the darkness, and it reminded me of fireflies. And then I saw a picture of fireflies on Facebook. And fireflies are like an anomaly because it's like there's this darkness and there's just like these little lights popping out, right? And then this guy on this video, he says, the priest in the video, in the trailer, he says, open your minds. And I'm like, that's me. I'm the priest. I'm the one saying that. Because when I got kicked out, I was so confused about that. Because I didn't understand what was wrong. And I still don't. And I still disagree with that there's anything wrong. And, I mean, it's as far as that being their house, that and all that house and all that, yeah, it is. I'm talking about like there's nothing wrong with me having feelings for him. Okay, hold on just 1 second. I'm seeing where I'm at. Okay, I jumped in the wave. So what I'm seeing then is this jumping into the wave. It's like, I feel like it's like something about operating from like that passion and that love. And so that's what I'm doing now, even with this video, this live, like that's where I'm operating from. Okay. It's like, and I had to face like these fears. The other thing too is that I saw these clouds, a picture of these clouds that were like shaped like this, and they were calling them the Ring of Fire. Now, if any of you have ever given birth naturally, you know that like they call it the Ring of Fire when it feels like your vagina just catches on fire as the baby's coming out. So, I went through the fire in episode 13 as well. So, at 4 o'clock, I went to a hotel, and at 4 o'clock on Christmas morning, I started traveling. Okay. Where am I at? Loudly open your minds. Definitely I am doing that. So the other thing is that at the end of the video, there was like this house on the beach on fire. And then all of this rain coming down and you see the ocean waves. And that's basically what I said in episode 13. You can watch it. It's poorly edited at the end because I got sick of making it. But I looked up what the meaning of midnight mass was because I didn't even know what midnight mass was. And this blows my mind because midnight mass is done on Christmas Eve. And all this shit took place on Christmas Eve when I got kicked out. And it's done on Christmas Eve at midnight to represent the birth of Jesus Christ. And I got a notification, another one, which I'll show in the video, that says, welcome, or it said, the baby girl has arrived. Now, I'm a girl, obviously, okay? While I was traveling, while I was flying across the country at 10:30 a.m., I got a text that said, it was from Rex Drug. This is a drugstore or something, a pharmacy or something in Nevada that I've never been to. And it said, happy birthday. It said this to me on Christmas. Now, the other weird thing about that is that Rex Drug texted me happy birthday on May 18th as well. And the other thing is that on May 20th, I had like passionate lovemaking with a guy named Rex. And then he was gone. But after that, I kept getting like all of these symbols of like fertility and pregnancy and saying I'm pregnant. But I know I wasn't pregnant, and I still am not pregnant, obviously. But I wasn't pregnant, but I didn't understand what was this talking about. What was this talking about? And but then getting that text on that day, I realized it's saying that I was born. Like, born. Oh, I just got the chills. It's saying that I was born again. Whoa. Like, it was saying like, wow. Okay, so now what I'm feeling is like I faced my worst fears. So I'm born again, like baptized through the Spirit. And I'm not of any kind of religion. I just use it like as symbolism and stuff. But I'm realizing that that's what it's talking about. Like those who are baptized by fire, water, fire, and the Spirit. Oh my God, the water, fire, and Spirit. Wow. Okay. I was born again. Oh my God, I just can't believe that. And that was on Christmas. On Christmas. Plus, Rex means king. Okay. And then the other messages that I got too about that. So, I gave birth to myself. That is so weird. I'm sitting here thinking of like the Virgin Mary giving birth to Christ, the King. Okay. And there's some more stuff that I got to tell you. So, the other thing was that I saw a title of a book and it said title shifts bring an uprising for artists. And like I said, there's going to be this like rise. And whatever it is that you're committed to. And that commitment is like there's action in it. The other thing was that I don't quite understand yet is that Rex Drug, okay? Rex Drug, King Drug. Okay, but I saw there was a book that came across my screen called the Dope King, or the Dope Man's Wife, and it had like some drugs and then an engagement ring. And then it makes me think of Pisces, and also that Jesus, the historical figure, is also supposed to be a Pisces. And that was also supposed to be in the age of Pisces. Okay. And then also a book called Becoming the One, Heal Your Purpose, Transform Relationship Patterns, and Come Home to Yourself was on there. And then also, I got some other notifications that said the purple ticket, which purple represents royalty. Okay. There's a festival that will be taking place within this week that I will go to. There's exciting news, holiday magic. Oh yeah, exciting news, holiday magic, and I'll be indulging in decadence, which that's like luxury. And oh yeah, I was like, where's the rest of it? And then also there is like this emperor, I got emperor, empress, and I got flying. So there could be actual literal flight, or like flying high. There's flying high, emperor, empress. And also there's something about being able, never settling in. Never settling in. It's almost like being ready to be on the go. Be on the go. Immediately. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get off now. I am going to edit this, like a edited version of it where I put up the pictures and the clips of everything I talked about. But those are the messages that I'm getting.